You guys ready?
I don't see us online yet.
Made a token for Kale in case he shows up.
We will.
We did,
Dragon God.
we did summon that boy.
We're going live soon, so we need some high music.
What's up?
Thanks, Craig. It needs to be louder.
Oh, I have any
It
dice I
starts
can
off
throw?
like soft, and then it gets louder.
Here's a D12.
Yeah, I switched. I used to not use Twitter. I think Twitter was one of my last ones that I didn't. But I just switched that as well.
All right, taking Purple Dragon Knight. Let's do this.
Hey, me too. Isn't it sick?
The Indomitable thing
It's-
is Indomitables the one that I'm doing it
It's
for.
so good. Because I know Steven's going to do some shenanigans.
I foresaw that you would pick that.
Scott has your key card.
Thank you.
All according to Kate Kaku.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Riley made it.
Guys, I'm up to 132.
Yeah, that's what we want to
HP.
talk about today.
103?
132.
Wow. Dude, we got
It's
this.
the most HP I've had all
You're a
campaign.
real tough
Well, I
boy.
mean, we just leveled up, so,
So-
it makes sense.
Steven's going to do twice that in
How do
one
I
hit.
know how much to roll?
Oh, that's a problem.
For what specifically?
Everything. All right, so I can say like roll 3d6.
One of the Night Serpent's moves is I just dump this out.
No.
See what happens.
Right on top of the mic.
Yeah.
Not me.
Is it Neil? Do you have an alarm calling off to clean your room?
Oh, Russ isn't here. Does it say Russ?
Is it Neil?
What table open for No.
Someone have a bomb?
don't talk about that shit.
We'll get enough of those jokes during that one event.
What's up? Morning.
That's true.
Vanished.
Yeah, morning, Devin.
Who said that?
Yeah, right by Josh.
Look at your Chrome and see if there's a tab that has this.
Yeah, they're all. Oh yeah. Yeah, just right on them. I can't tell. I do, Chris. I think so.
Is there something in that backpack over there?
No, it's like
Through his speaker, like his
Bill
headphones.
has a ticket,
Oh.
so I have his lucky on my
It's the beeping of the telltale phone.
Did you try to turn the timer off?
Oh, your timer. Your countdown. Oh, is it in like a browser? Oh, it might be the countdown.
That's what I said.
But it was like it wasn't active. Right? It was in a different scene that wasn't. Yeah.
Minimum 5.
That is weird. But you were monitoring it, so it would come through. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys are ready? Good to go?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on a
Let's
sec.
go live.
Introduction.
Yeah, I'll intro, I'll monologue.
It's okay.
Jump start.
It's an 80,000-pound monitor.
I know. I want to get a new one.
Okay, we're live.
We're live.
Are we really?
We're live.
Is that confirmed?
Just start. We're good.
Just monitor stands. Let's do this.
It's just too
Okay.
much.
All right, Steve.
In the market yet.
Everybody else want to play Overwatch?
I'm excited.
All right.
All right,
I'm excited. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's go.
it's come to this. 4 years in the making, give or take. I don't actually remember when we started,
Yeah.
but it's been a while. Before you is a map of the astral sea, filled with the various planes of existence, the material in the middle, surrounded by the elemental, and then bordered on the far edges by the sort of moral extremes. The heavens above, the hells and the abyss below, limbo for chaos, mechanus for law. And you are about to set all of it on fire and blow it all up so that you can defeat your ultimate adversary. The last of the primordials, the beings that challenged the gods for supremacy and lost.
I'm so excited.
We're just gonna play a little bit.
The Night Serpent.
Oh no!
It's so real.
Real plane in the middle there. Set all of the planes on fire. But before we get into that, since we do have some viewers and some folks at home, I was thinking we could go around the table. You can introduce your character, say a bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Hopefully get started with role-playing because it's very early in the morning and I don't think any of us are truly ready to get into character. So go ham. Why don't you start, Jeff?
Sure. I'm playing a character called Keeper. He is the keeper of secrets, god of secrets, sort of a thing. We're all demigods, by the way. So
Side note.
Custom rule set. Yeah, I'm prepared. So my character is a bard, true speaker, archetype for the Epic Legacy add-on that we're using in this campaign. He is chaotic evil. He's done some stuff and some things that made some enemies of Devin's character. a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Expect lots of old man voices from this corner of the table.
Deckard Cade.
Okay, I'll go. Finning's my character. He's a halfling ranged fighter. He accidentally became the god of nature and has been doing, I think, a pretty bang-up job of it. So,
Literally on a dare, right?
yeah, on a dare.
Dare didn't touch the stone.
Yeah, so that's Finian. He's like the voice of reason.
Yeah, a moral compass that we ignore.
HR manager.
We see it pointing in the right direction, and then we decide to go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm playing Jack Dundragon. I am a dragon sorcerer.
Called Bear Support.
Oh,
Surprise!
What? Are you serious? What is happening? Are you serious? What is happening right now? Oh my god! You two!
That's Steve. That's what Steve's doing.
Yeah.
We made. I was like, my job, dude. Let's go.
Where's Ashton?
Okay.
well, I think we got to talk about the bear in the room.
All right,
Yeah,
Steve.
so tell everybody about your character.
So,
Mom, you
I'm a
ready?
druid.
Mike is here.
Oh, there's a mic. So I'm a druid, and I've been playing with these guys for 3 years, but because of my graduate schooling, I haven't been able to play as consistently, and I've been a guest appearance at least one other time. And I'm Elias Crowley. I'm a, I think it's an archdruid now, right?
The
Archdruid.
God of the moon, yeah?
God of the moon.
Yeah.
What do you turn into on a regular basis?
A bear.
Like that.
Oh my gosh. Where's the next surprise?
I can't handle stuff like that.
There's your
man.
character sheet. You have a separate handout for your bear form stats. You can now turn into a dragon bear.
Of course.
Of course.
What?
Where's this?
And we're gonna hear Chun play without the laundry going for the first time ever.
Yeah, true.
I think we need a last time in Dungeons and Dragons.
Last time.
Oh, man. I don't know what really happened last time, but all I know is last time on Dungeons and Dragons.
There we go. That's all I need to
Say
hear.
the
There it
word.
is.
That's all I need.
Okay, so Jack,
Yes, so I'm playing Jack Dundragon, formerly of House Dundragon, which was destroyed and cast into various pieces by the next guy on the list here, and his friend Keeper. Jack is a dragon sorcerer, currently god of dragons, currently a lich. He has questionable tendencies, but they're all destructive.
Sums it up nicely.
Yeah, pretty much. So I play as Reed Bendrit, the paladin for the group, who actually used to be a rogue, who actually killed someone.
He used to be foul. So.
You also have a really big neck beard. It was terrible. He lost a lot of weight.
Knife.
Toe knife too. He is a lawful neutral human. He is the god of the heavens, and he has done a total 180 from what he used to be. So he's pretty excited and pumped to be here to kick some snake, some snakes right
butt.
there. Snake butt.
Get them snakes.
Cool. I'm playing Denrys, King of the Dwarves and King of the Earth. Well, God of the Dwarves and God of the Earth. Sorry. I play a fighter also, but a melee fighter, actually kind of a ranged. I'm like a muskrat now. I just come up and throw the axe, come back down. It's really weird play style. I am the oldest character in the group, technically. I guess Elias now. Surprise, surprise. And I will also maybe be playing Kale, who is the god of dragons. Or no, wait,
He's the god of war.
God of war, sorry. God of war.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, you got it. And he may make an appearance or not, but he was an older character that we played, but he's still important. So that's it.
All right. So, I believe
We need to light those.
we need to light some candles.
Should we double check that we can really quick?
Oh, you can.
You can? Okay.
Yeah, I asked Jake beforehand just to.
I just worry because I see a sprinkler directly above
We'll
us.
be fine. It's not unless we hold the thing up there.
All right. Here goes
Wait,
nothing.
are we burning limbo first? Is there not some
They're all
order?
burning.
Is there
The
not
can-
some method to our madness?
The candle represents life. We will snuff it out as necessary.
Yeah, so there's a couple of handouts floating around called Planner Catastrophe, which basically detail the mechanics involved. The sort of high-level overview is basically while the planes are here at the end of their life, you can tap into them to recharge your non-epic abilities once per turn, and then you can also consume a plane to fully restore yourself and all your epic abilities and all your hit points and everything. Or you can channel it into a blast of destructive energy, which does a ton of damage and permanently reduces the target's maximum hit points to whatever their current hit points are after being hit. And if that kills something, it is gone with a capital G.
Sorry, where were these originally positioned? I feel like I just messed up.
Just by the text.
Theoretically, we could not destroy the planes and still kill this thing, or are we destroying them in advance, holding the power, and then using it?
It's up to you guys. The power is used so basically you have started the destruction of all of them.
Gotcha.
So to access this power, they're gonna fizzle out or they're gonna explode.
Okay.
It's just a question of whether you make them explode, right away.
Gotcha.
Or hold on to them for a while. Awesome.
All right, we're all lit up.
Okay. Then
We're literally
gentlemen,
playing with fire here.
Yep, literally. Well said.
I think it's time to roll for initiative. As you make the transition onto the astral sea and come face to face with the still slumbering night serpent.
So out of curiosity, should I use the dexterity for here or dexterity? It's the same thing, doesn't matter. 15.
Keeper got a 21.
24.
Good.
8.
Nice. Finian, what was yours?
13.
13. And then Reed,
24.
24. And Keeper was
21.
21. Excellent. All right. Okay, so Reed, you go first here, and basically the scene you see before you is the astral sea, the planes. You have done your prep work in advance. You have conducted the rituals, stabbed things into the hearts of planes, generally made a mess of the multiverse, and they are all crackling with energy. We're basically using the same 1 square equals 5 feet, but the astral sea is a vast expanse, and you guys can move much more quickly here, being gods. So the scale is much larger, but we're keeping it at 1 square is 5 feet for convenience.
Okay. So, Steven, sorry to interrupt.
Please do.
A quick question. I know that you had mentioned doing brief scenes before attacking the Night Serpent. I would like to do a brief scene before we attack the Night Serpent, if that is still on the table.
It is, Keeper. What kind of nonsense did you get up to?
It's nothing too complex, but I guess so. To set the scene, we see Keeper approach the couple that has been caring for Radiant Dundragon, the reincarnated NPC that was fatefully killed and then brought back to life, that Finian is cared for, now in child form. To give a little context, the Keeper approaches them, and he opens up a rift to a demi-plane, and he brings the dwarven couple and young Radiant Dundragon through the precipice of the gate, and we see a demi-plane, which is just like a small cottage with a garden around it, on a grassy knoll surrounded by woods, and then there's just like mist everywhere else because demi-planes aren't that big. And there's no dialogue in this scene. All we see is Keeper show them up to the cottage, and he kneels down in front of Radiant Dundragon, and he puts an amulet around her neck, and it's the symbol of a raven. And then he hands her a large tome that has been wrought in black and has an iron lock on it. And he hands it to her, and she's small, so it's like the size of her chest, pretty heavy. And then he just nods to her, nods to the dwarves, and exits scene.
All right.
That's it.
Cool.
All right. So our options right now are we can start to absorb the power of these planes, right?
Yeah, so basically, if you want to, you can use the planes to begin attacking the Night Serpent directly. You can also just go over and wake her up. She is basically, like, to paint a picture, this massive serpent of essentially infinite length, and she's just, like, wrapped in these chains. But you can, as you watch the chains, you see them, like, rust before your eyes and, like, decay a little bit more. And she kind of twitches fitfully.
Like she's wounded, right?
Yes. She is wounded from her battle with the gods. She is not fully recovered.
And she's tired. She hasn't ever had her coffee yet.
Yeah, she's
Much
Exactly.
Presumably, we're in a good spot.
Get them while their pants are down.
Yeah.
Classic.
So Reed's gonna turn to his companions and go, okay, so what's our plan? What do we want to do here? Do we want to just have all these planes go to attack the serpent
Is this
right
traditional
now? Or
initiative where we're like we only have 6 seconds to kill a plane?
We're basically abstracting all of it. Basically, in a turn, you can move and take an action, but that action can be to kill a plane.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Sorry, Craig.
do we want to just kill the planes, or do we want to absorb the powers, or what do we
think we need to save the material plane to when she drops, keep her dropped. So we need to save one plane for that, and I would suggest the material.
Okay.
For the symbolism. No,
Yeah, of course.
Go out in style.
Isn't Earth a material plane?
Yeah.
Well,
But I see like there's material,
So
there's
the-
Earth,
that's
water,
the-
fire.
yeah,
Those are
elements.
elements.
Elemental
Yeah.
plane of Earth.
I think you voted not to destroy it, if I remember right.
Yeah, Elias did not want to destroy the
Yeah,
planes,
correct.
but he was outvoted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bring on the apocalypse.
yeah.
We're going
by
too
one by
hard.
one vote.
Democratic Apocalypse
Yeah.
is the name of my punk band. All right, Reed, what are you up to?
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the heaven plane and start to absorb the power of the heavens plane.
Nice.
All right.
Is that like a stall? Because you can actually like do something, right?
Yeah, so basically, if you want to, you could consume it now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna consume it right now.
What you gonna do with it?
So you can either use it to deal a ton of damage to the Night Serpent, or you could use it, to basically double all of your abilities, like gain an extra use of every
I'm
single
gonna
ability
absorb
that you
it.
have.
I'm gonna absorb it. Yeah.
All right. Please extinguish the candle.
An extra use of your
Whoa.
ability. Chug.
That was a baller move.
Power play.
It was a power play.
All right, and then please
Stepdad power
tell
play.
us, what does it look like when Reed consumes the heavens?
Oh man.
Like when he used to go to the
didn't know
buffet.
that there were going to be
like,
consequences.
I know. So like, there's like a bunch of like souls that have like that perish that have gone to this plane who are like enjoying life, and Reed basically goes to them, and like it feels like it's like a second and like eternally it's like this giant like moment where he goes to every single individual soul and like basically explains to them the situation.
We got time for that?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't. But it's like a second. It's like a
just giving you crap.
millisecond,
Yeah.
and then after that, like he just absorbs all of the power from the heavens, and then he has this like light glow just around his body. So.
All right.
So the people that are
Next up is Keeper.
all those people in that corner.
Okay. Let's see. Where's my mini? What did I do with it? I think it's behind the bear. All right, so
Bear dragon.
let's see
Bear
here.
dragon.
I will go to, I suppose, just Limbo over here. Sounds good. And I will consume that plane and use it to damage the Night Serpent.
All right.
Do you want to extinguish that for me?
Extinguish the candle.
Do my dirty work for me, Finian. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
That
what does
wasn't
it look
Finian.
like?
That was just
That was
me
Devin.
being helpful. Just to be very clear.
Finian
would
do
never
that.
be that
He
helpful.
would never help Keeper.
What does it look like when you turn Limbo into a weapon?
Sure. So I guess I imagine Limbo is kind of like the prep room in the Matrix, just white space. So I guess we see Keeper bamf in there, and he's channels a phrase of true speech, and we see just these black tendrils of night and shadow spread out through the plane, and it just rips it apart, channels it into a huge father-son Kamehameha blast. Boom. Dunzo.
All right. So yeah, this beam of energy crosses the astral sea, like shining so bright that on every plane of existence that still remains, it looks like a second sunrise that like fills the sky with shining light, and then it crashes into the Night Serpent and blasts a huge chunk of her flesh out of her, and immediately her eyes snap open, and she like whips out of her coiled shape, and the chains shatter, scattering across the astral sea
You done did it.
as she awakens.
No turning back now.
All right, so question. Did that deal more damage than Finian does on an average round?
Yes.
I did it. I did
Yeah,
more
if
damage
we-
than Finian.
If we use Finians as like a unit to express the damage,
Absolute
done
unit.
in the round,
Finian.
Yeah.
At the absolute unit.
that was about 5 to 6 Finians.
5 to
damage.
6 Finians of damage. All
That's a
right.
lot of
Quite some
damage. Yeah.
So that's the same amount of by destroying a plane.
Yep.
You have dealt the same damage output as 30 seconds of Finian.
Yeah. To put it mechanically.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
god.
to put it in perspective.
Specimen.
And so you see, like, the Night Serpent's blood leaks out into the astral sea, and the area where the beam struck her, it just, like, necrotizes and cauterizes in this very unwholesome-looking way. And it looks like that is not the kind of thing that could ever be healed. And with that, Elias, it is your turn.
All right. So knowing where everyone stands in terms of destroying the planes, he's like, well, can't beat him, join him kind of mentality. He's still a little upset. Like there's like some anger in his face, but he's going to go to the plane of fire.
All right.
There we go. And I'm going to absorb the plane of fire.
What are you going to do with it?
What do you mean going to do with it? Everyone else seems to be just absorbing it, right?
Well, you can either absorb it to empower yourself,
There's been two
Whoa.
Or you can
or you can
destroy
blast the Night Serpent.
Are we in agreement to absorb or destroy?
You're destroying it either way.
Yeah, so the plane is destroyed. It's just a question of whether you take its power for yourself or use its power as an explosive weapon.
Well, I mean, I'm a team player, so I'll use it as an explosive weapon against this serpent creature.
All right? What does it look like when you destroy the plane of fire?
So I appear in this, it looks bizarre, right? It's like a bear with huge ass wings just shows up in the plane, right? And they're like, oh, this is like the second coming, right? But no, it's not. And,
Chokes on that.
and as I expand my wings, this huge force of air just like extinguishes all the flame, and it appears inside, like you can see like a flicker of light inside Elias's eyes, and then the entire plane just dissipates in like this imploding explosion. That doesn't make any sense at all because an implosion is backwards,
Right.
but you guys kind of like
We got
goes
it.
all the way
Yeah.
in, and then
We've seen that movie.
yeah, we've all seen it.
Yeah.
Please extinguish the candle for the plane of fire.
Because I don't want to burn the place down,
Whoa.
just in case.
Dissipate it.
There we go.
Dissipation.
All right. So again, this beam shoots across the astral sea, and by now everyone on every plane knows that it's probably the end of the world. And again, it crashes into the Night Serpent, and again, it blasts a huge chunk of her scaly flesh out and leaves this twisted, corrupted, brutal wound that will never ever heal under any circumstances.
Damn.
And with that, Finian.
Okay, I think I'm going to take up position somewhat near Reed. I assume that my archery scales like kind of with this.
Yeah.
Okay. I refuse to destroy a plane, and I'm just going to make a standard attack.
All right. Fire away.
Doing 1 Finians of damage this round.
Yeah. Okay. I actually haven't used this dice roller before. Sorry.
Yeah, this will be a good test run of the dice rolling app.
Okay, so if I'm doing 48 plus 8, 16, 24, 2.
I guess conceivably you have to hit first.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's do it.
I assume you're going to be swearing an oath.
Yeah, absolutely. So
There better not be a power switch on this wall.
I look at the Night Serpent and I say, "A swift death to you have wronged me, of course."
Yeah.
And then, well,
So that'll give you advantage on all your attacks.
that's right. Okay. So it's going to be 15 plus 17.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a hit?
That is going to be a hit. I will just tell you right now, armor class 29.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to do that.
No biting for you, chum.
I know, right? Just don't even bother get up close.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then, shoot, I didn't write down what oath bow is. It an extra 1d6?
3d6 for the oath.
3d6 time for each attack?
Yeah, each attack gets bonus 3d6.
Okay, so let's see.
Oath bow is bonkers.
So you're in 614.
1.
We're gonna plug into a 614.
I should just pre-roll this in case I hit next time.
Just roll a ton of damage.
And then let's see.
So many d6s. There aren't enough.
I think he did. I think he did like 400 damage in one turn once.
Wait, what the hell? How?
It was crazy.
He has an oath bow. Like, it can't do that much.
It's
You'd be
impressive.
surprised.
Finians of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
One unit of damage.
At the epic level.
It'll be 88 points of damage.
All right.
And I think just generally I'm just aiming for one of the spots that's already taken a wound and just kind of hitting
Yeah.
there.
It's a quarter Finian.
That's in one bow shot, right?
Quadruple damage.
That was
A single
all
bow
4
shot.
shots.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It wasn't
But
my
you only
highest.
rolled 2 dice.
Oh.
And you had
Good
advantage,
point,
so that
good
was
point.
1 shot.
Sorry. I was rolling for all of it. So that one's also going to be a hit because it's plus 17.
He gets to roll 2d20s and adds.
There's actually one
Advantage.
miss.
Oh, okay. That's what I said. I was like,
Okay, one of those was a miss, but one was also a crit.
It balances
They're all
out.
they're all
Just take
basically
the
crits.
80
I don't
some odd
know.
damage. What was the total again?
I said 88, but then I forgot that everything is a crit. So, do you want to just double it and call it good?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
I think flat values might be a.
I'm gonna pre-roll next time. I'll just,
It's all good, man.
Code up
Right.
them d6s.
We are learning how to play epic characters at a table.
Yeah.
yeah,
The convenience of
no.
Yeah, roll
Computers.
20 is lost.
All right. So, the Night Serpent takes a turn. And as she does, you see a swirling black void manifest itself here.
That's red.
Well, you know,
A red void.
it means it's red for don't go there.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. It's red for
TJ.
don't go there.
That's red.
So she conjured a void.
Yeah, so she conjures this like swirling void. It basically looks like a black hole. It just seems to be like pulling everything into it, and it's pure darkness. On one of your turns, you can make some kind of ability check and try to figure out what exactly it's doing. The next thing that happens is pure nothingness oozes out of the Night Serpent, and everybody takes 10 points of necrotic damage.
All right, brutal.
I'm guessing that's gonna scale. Keep an eye on that, keeper.
Huh? What?
Keep an eye on that.
Keep an eye on it. Okay.
I'm resistant. I'm taking half.
All right, sounds good.
What are we permanently resistant to?
Arcane and Radiant.
Yeah.
And KO is permanently resistant to physical, right?
Right.
Bludgeoning specifically.
Bludgeoning, yeah.
And then the next thing that happens is the Night Serpent.
No, he's immune. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, the Night Serpent opens its mouth and projects a cone of necrotic energy. This is a cone of infinite length.
It's bad. It's
So
a bad
I
thing.
think.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Chung's gonna soak it up.
So, Keeper, you are not in this cone. It's gonna just miss you. So you see this shoot by and envelop all of the other gods.
Okay.
So everybody except Keeper needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's not good.
If you're by read, you get a benefit.
Dice I could use.
What do you need?
Dice.
D20s? Yeah. You have some.
Perfect. Thank you.
I don't think 12 is going to save me.
Probably not. So it should be.
So you get +4, and then you also get
It's a,
advantage.
it's the saving throw row, so it's plus 13.
Oh, okay, so never mind. 18.
It's still a failure. Gotcha!
Got him.
Got him.
I had a 14 plus 12.
26.
+4, you get
30.
30. I'm good at constituting.
I got
Yeah.
Let's go around the table. Denrys?
30.
Success?
26.
Failure?
35.
Success?
29.
Success? 18. Failure? Keeper, you're fine. Alright, so the 2 failed saves, you guys take 100 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
And some of the energy of your pain and suffering seems to flow back into the Night Serpent.
Lifesteal.
It doesn't steal it, but it empowers it. Everybody else who succeeded is going to take half as much damage, so 50 points of necrotic, and you do not empower the Night Serpent.
So it also takes 50 additional hit points because I haven't done any damage and I have my emissary of peace.
Nice. Yeah, so a bolt of radiance like shoots back in response to this and collides with the
I
Night
love that you
Serpent.
always say that so like, hey, bitch.
I haven't done anything yet, so eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, and your epic sword move last round?
Yeah.
That was
This
pretty
campaign is a game of exceptions. We say, but Steven.
Yeah, remember, basically, I'm like, and this happens, and you die unless you can stop it.
But remember, I'm
Denrys,
resistant to all of this.
It is your turn.
Okay, I will fly to the Earth zone. You want to move me to Earth? So I can absorb it and shoot it, or what happens when you empower yourself?
So you gain another use of all your abilities, which can go like a full extra. So like you have 3 action surges, so you would gain another 3. And you can go above your max for anything by doing that. And you would, you should also double your hit points as well, Reed.
That's worth doing.
Above your max. Basically, it's like you take
Another
everything you would get
character
on a
sheet.
long rest and just add it on top of what you have now.
That's cool.
Or you can shoot it at the Night Serpent to do a ton of damage.
So I feel like the fighter doesn't necessarily benefit a whole deal from it, as much as it would be to shoot it in there. But the extra HP is nice. So it's my Earth. It's me. I'm gonna absorb it to myself. It's
All right.
my Earth. So Denrys is gonna grow like huge because he can just control that now, and I'm just gonna like vacuum cleaner, suck it all.
With ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
And like and then I'll like power that up.
I like to imagine when Denrys gets huge, right? And here's like the plane, and it's this like flat disc, and he just like bonks it with ruin, and everything shoots out, and then he's just like,
Eats it.
please extinguish the candle for Earth.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Nice. All right, Denrys, you are empowered beyond your wildest dreams. Jack, it is your turn.
Alright, well Jack is gonna fly down to the hells, but he's not gonna make use of it yet. Instead, he is going to use a tier 3 slot, a tier 2 slot for a magic bullet, and he is going to expend 52 of his dice from phenomenal cosmic power to do 200 force damage and 52 d12 force damage. And then he's also going to use the instant spell Epic Meta Magic to toss a 9th level Disintegrate, and then he's also going to use a quickened 8th level Disintegrate and that's my turn.
This is every turn.
All right.
Every turn.
Until he runs out of stuff.
Yeah,
so
2 rounds later.
Then he's like, I don't know, firebolt.
yeah.
All right, so give me the damage for the magic bullet, because that's just going to happen, and then the Night Serpent will make a couple of dex saves for the disintegrates.
All right, sounds good.
I mean, I feel like this is ridiculous, right?
Oh, it's absolutely nutty. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack is full Nova.
Yeah.
Did you say 50 D12?
And every one of his turns is just like, all right, so
Click, 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 click.
here,
click.
hold on. Here's what I do.
Yeah.
All right. There's the dice.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little
That's
overkill, don't you
amazing.
think, John?
All right. So it's it's gonna be 513 force damage from that one.
Nice.
Yes, 513 force damage.
All right. That happens. This like infinitesimal bullet shoots through the Night Serpent and like just trails this rainbow of cosmic energy, and then blows through clean to the other side. And then 2 dex saves.
Yes.
That's going to be a 22 and a 38.
The 38 succeeds, the 22 fails.
All right.
What is that?
What is that? What's playing over there? Super loud.
Eric Scott.
Oh yeah, those are like.
Ever heard of headphones, buddy?
All right.
Let's see. So that's
Get some damage.
It's okay. It's probably not that big.
So you also notice that when the Night Serpent fails to avoid the spell, it is also empowered somewhat.
Oh, gotcha.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah.
So when it fails its saving throw, it is empowered, and it gains some more of that energy you saw it pull out of you when
Okay.
you failed your saving throws.
I must have a lot of self-confidence to be empowered on a failure.
Okay.
All right.
Well, actually, the whole campaign is sort of a moral about positive self-talk.
Right.
Oh, it's a learning story.
That's right.
I didn't come here to learn.
All right. It's gonna be another 113 force damage from that disintegrate.
This might be a record for player-driven damage on a turn.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a lot.
It's up there.
Okay.
So,
So, just as a friendly reminder, Jack, while you are nearby a plane that still exists, you can recharge 1 non-epic ability or a spell slot.
Awesome. I'll grab my 9th level spell slot back.
All right.
Thanks.
You pull some energy out of the hells. A couple of Baylors like explode as you take their life force for your own ends.
Excellent.
All right, we're around to the start of the next round. So Reed, we're back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the airplane and I'm going to destroy it and have it blow up and kill that guy.
All right.
attaboy.
How does Reed destroy the plane of air?
Gets a vacuum.
Already used that one.
Just a cosmic vacuum across all planes.
He pulls a hocus pocus where he grabs like the airplane by its like shirt and just starts sucking it up.
It's not like a balloon and you like untie it. And
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah, he just does
that's
that.
Oh, that's better.
But he does like that annoying.
all
Here's a
right.
song of my people.
For the third time, a beam of pure energy shoots across the astral sea. As it collides with the Night Serpent, you notice that all other wounds you have dealt also cauterize and corrupt. And she is
nice.
unable to heal from any of the damage you have dealt thus far. All right, Keeper.
Okay, so we're all spread across the astral sea and the plains. Can I target my allies?
Yeah, we're not
Okay.
worried about range here.
All right, cool. So I will move to the abyss, and then I would like to cash in my wish spell to give everyone resistance to necrotic damage.
All right,
Can you hand me percentile die, please?
let's find out. If Keeper-
D100 and a D10.
See if Keeper finally loses his wish.
They both work, both
Yeah,
numbers. We
I got it. Okay. So
That's
20. Or,
Okay.
yeah,
That counts as 1.
that counts as 1.
So that's a 10. So because everything-
21.
Okay, Keeper, you can never cast wish again.
It's alright, it's worth.
Darn.
I was already resistant to it, so.
Oh.
No,
I
but
didn't.
no
you
big
didn't
for
help me.
Yeah.
So everyone else,
I don't care about Keeper losing weight.
reality reshapes around you at Keeper's whims, and you all become resistant to necrotic damage. This is a permanent effect that will persist for all time.
I'm already resistant. Do I get like uber resistance?
No.
Super resistance.
I feel like I just am now resistant to like his charms or something. Just like his
You no longer find it
his
to be
suave.
a
Yeah.
I'm resistant to his charm.
As if that could happen.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my.
And yeah, Keeper, you are racked with pain, and your already decrepit body decays even further.
Fantastic.
Is
And
this
then
stream PG-13, PG, or
PG.
Okay, PG.
It sounds like you have a huge rack.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, no F's or see you next Tuesdays. That's
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay.
So I then have a bonus action.
All right.
And you said that I could regain something. Is that an action or a bonus action?
It just happens. It's once per turn.
Okay, I would like to regain my 9th level slot.
There you go.
All right. You pull some energy out of the abyss, blowing up a couple of pit fiends.
Okay, and that wasn't a bonus action?
No, you still have your bonus.
All right, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Finian.
Oh wow.
You are inspired by my bardicism.
You heard him play all the way down
Yep.
there in the abyss.
Thank you.
For some reason, I'm assuming like this particular area is kind of like space where there's the vacuum. It's like you hear nothing. You're
Yeah.
inspired.
But it's inspiring nonetheless.
Yeah. Steve's not letting me prairie dog it anymore.
That's right. There's
Yeah.
no ground here to hide in.
Space Paradise.
Elias, it is your turn.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is apparently I didn't even read this. I mean, who reads anything these days? And so I can choose up to 3 of the following bonuses when I adopt my bear dragon form, which I didn't do in the beginning. So I'm going to choose 3, which is evasive. So when I succeed on strength, dexterity, constitution saving throws, I were to shoot damage on success, I will take no damage.
All right.
Nice.
You can undo the 50 damage then you took earlier.
Okay, well, no, so do a plus 50, so 172. Okay, and then Hulk, I gain 100 temporary hit points, so
Nice.
272. And then I have Vicious, my attacks score a critical hit on an attack roll of 18 to 20. So that's that. I guess it's either I guess I'll go to the water plane, I guess. Bears like water, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Some salmon.
Salmon.
Yeah, some salmon. Chill down, chow down. So, is there, other than just like destroying the planes, absorbing the power using it as a weapon, is there anything else you can do to it?
So you can regain non-epic abilities. So like you can regain your non-epic spell slots without destroying the plane, but
Okay.
only like one at a time rather than like a full instant recharge.
That bear's mad.
Are we trying to destroy every plane as fast as humanly possible?
No, not as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Just we're trying to use it to kill the thing.
I think we're going to need a little strategy because Steven's devious.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're saving the material to like end it.
Right.
so.
So
I mean, my point is, like, I feel like so far this battle doesn't seem to be that bad. I don't know, maybe a little being
Don't
optimistic.
say that. Steven,
Okay.
can hear you.
It'll get worse.
let's.
I'd say there's no reason not to use it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So I think we should use one plane around to lock in damage
Yeah.
dealt during that round.
Yeah.
And that leaves us like 2, 4,
but
5 rounds.
what if
left.
this expands and we're not able to reach that
That's a
round?
good point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what if it expands and I'm in the area of its expansion?
Then we find out what happens.
Yeah. To a
Okay.
bear when you get.
You can
Yeah.
make an Arcana or Religion check.
All right, let's do a. I'm not good at either one of those things. Actually, religion. Let me see. No, I mean I'll try anyway. Let's do a Arcana check. 13 plus.
Plus
0.
intelligence.
Well, it's intelligent from. Yep. Nope. Mine. Which is
So 15 total.
plus 2, 15. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you have no idea.
It's dangerous.
It's like touch it with your foot, see what happens.
Bear's science.
I think you should. I think you should. burn
Bear's
it.
science.
It's the closest one to our unknown danger
Okay, so
thing.
but doing the check counts as an action, though.
No.
Oh, really?
That's a freebie.
Wow.
you're epic.
Because I'm epic. Sweet.
Yeah, man. Some rules don't apply.
So yeah, let's go ahead and destroy the plane of water here. And much similar to those who inhabited the plane of fire, I appear as like this welcoming creature, but then like grand of evil. Not really. I'm just like kind of like sad because I'm destroying everything.
Very conflicted.
And so.
And the moon affects the tide, so
You're like the mayor
so-
in
tide too.
Right.
There you go.
So-
You're tied to.
As I enter the plane of water, I just like crash like a huge cannonball to the point where it's like just goes everywhere, and then I just absorb it in my fur. It's great, and then I use that energy to attack the snake monster creature.
Yeah, so the bear surfaces carrying the plane of water in its fur and is like.
Makes sense to me.
All right, yeah, the beam collides with the night serpent. There are no fresh wounds to corrupt further, but that does some heavy damage. Finian.
Okay, so I still refuse to destroy a plane. I'm going to move again somewhat near Reed, and I'm going to do my first set of attacks. I have 3 misses and 1 hit.
Okay.
For 56 damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to action surge and do it again. And I have 3 hits and a miss. No crits in that one, so it's only 91.
All right.
Only 91.
Yeah, plus 56 is 147.
Are you adding your dexterity bonus to your damage on each attack?
To my damage? No.
Well,
That would be good.
I felt like you were
Well,
hitting
actually,
light.
no. I definitely am. Because it's
Okay.
part. It's
on there?
I accounted
Okay.
for it.
Good.
Okay. Good.
He's called you out on live television.
Yep. We're also gimped because we're not using our critical hit tables.
It's true. There's
no
no
triple
chance.
I've been
damage.
counting it as double. Yeah, anytime I get a crit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
well.
the night serpent is immune to triple damage
Oh,
crits.
dang it.
Yeah.
Retroactively. All right. So at the start of the night serpent's turn, a couple of things happen. The first thing is the void channels energy into the night serpent and empowers it.
I was gonna say, please don't expand, please don't expand.
The second thing is another void is created.
Man.
Let's see. I think this one is going to show up down here by the abyss.
Don't go here.
And the third thing that happens is everybody is going to take 20 points of necrotic damage.
Which
we're
are
not
resistant to,
So
so
now you take
10.
10.
It's just a flesh wound.
And let's see. So the Night Serpent is going to spend some of the energy that it has accumulated, and it is going to fire 2 beams of pitch black void. One at Keeper, one at Jack. So this is going to be an attack against you.
It's nice knowing you.
Keeper, that's going to be a
sweet prince.
41.
My AC is 15, Steven.
Jack, that'll be a 37.
My AC is 16, Steven.
All right. So you were both struck by these beams of energy. You would have taken 150 necrotic damage. You will take 75 because of your resistance.
Okay.
And then you both need to make a charisma saving throw.
It's a good thing Jeff is such hot stuff.
What?
What did the attack do? It dealt damage and did what?
And now they have to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw?
That's what
Do
the
we
hot
get the
stuff
bonus from...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get bonus. Yeah, nice.
Alright, what's my charisma?
You can't do that to me.
7, 3...
You also get advantage from reading.
You get advantage too.
Oh, buddy. You're useful. Okay, slightly better. Let's see here. So that's going to be a 26 plus what? 5? 4, so 30.
All right, you succeeded.
I got a